What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 19 of our Millwall career mode and the first episode in the Premier League. This is season 2 with Millwall, and off into the Premier League we go. And today we're going to look at transfers, hopefully bring a player or two in, and then we'll see if we play any games. We'll play the final if we get to the final of the preseason tournament, but other than that we probably won't play too many games, if any. And then we'll take a look at the calendar real quick. We've got our thing, and then we've got a long way to go before we open against Stoke. So it's a long way to go. We'll probably just do transfers today. Hopefully we get to the final, we can play a game. But our start in the Premier League, it was not too bad. Stoke and Southampton to start with, but then we get two tough games. Tottenham, City, and then we're off. West Brom, Bournemouth, United. So it's a nice good mix to start. Two of the lower end bottom half teams, and then two top 6 teams. So a pretty even start, but we'll take a look when we get to it. We'll take a look at transfers, and first we're going to take a look at how we're going to go about this year. So when we play bottom half teams, maybe bottom 12, maybe up to 8th, depends. We're probably going to use this formation: Brereton up front, Rossi, Yandanda, Onyedinma in behind, Saville and Tunnicliffe in midfield, and then the back four of, it's Meredith at the moment, but Cucurelli hasn't come back from injury, but when he does, that'll be it. Meredith, Clark, Hutchinson, and McLaughlin sitting in front of Archer. And then when we play the really high up teams, top 6, top 7, top 8 perhaps, Brereton will be sitting at the top of a 4-5-1 formation, or a 5-4-1 formation, sorry, and then O'Brien, Tunnicliffe, Thompson, Onyedinma, and then McLaughlin, Cooper, Clark, Hutchinson, and Tofolo as the back line sitting in front of Archer. So we do have a strategy going up against the big teams, and it's avoid losing. So we'll see how that works out pretty early on in the season once we get to Tottenham and such. But today we're going to start with the transfers. And, shout out to Liam Gaming 2. I've added 2 players on his accord. With Ryan Sessegnon is the one he offered up, and then Trent Alexander-Arnold. I didn't really know if Sessegnon would be something you guys would be interested in, and it seems that someone is at very least. And then Trent Alexander-Arnold, which was my response to it. With Sessegnon, I saw an opportunity to have a left back, a left winger, and a right winger. Excuse me, depending on the situation. And then with Trent, I saw the ability to have a right back, a right wing, and a midfielder. But unfortunately, Trent Alexander-Arnold has moved off to Juventus, so Sessegnon is going to be the one I attempt to buy first. We're going to hopefully, we did want a winger, and we did want a midfielder going into this season. Now I'm going to offer up a player swap to Fulham first, just because I don't know how much they want, and if I offer up, they'll give me a price back. Right winger. Oh, I wonder who we have at left wing. We don't really have anybody at left wing, but we're trying to bring in a left winger. I'm looking at Jed here, who didn't play a lot, except toward the end. And I've got players who can play on the left wing. We're going to get Ryan Sessegnon in, of course. But I'm not sure. We're going to offer up $2 million and see what happens here. Wasted his time. Wow, he's gone up that much. Sessegnon. Damn. He's really... Wow, he's so sad. He's really moved up in value. I didn't think value-wise he had moved up that much, but we'll take a look further. We do want a midfielder, of course, and I would like another center back. So we're actually going to see what we have here with Foyth. If I can grab him for 2 years, that'd be great. 60-40, so I'll play 18,000 a week. Or if I move it down to 55-45. Alright, so we're only going to pay 45% of his wages, and he's off with us for 2 years. That is perfect because I'm not sure if I wanted to buy him right off the bat, and we have time to figure out what we want to do at center back. So Foyth comes in at center back here, and let's take a look at what Foyth looks like squad wise. Has he come in yet? Oh, he hasn't come in yet. Alright, but when he does come in, we'll take a look. So let's go ahead and sim this first game here. Sheffield Wednesday. Hopefully we don't get any injuries. We really can't afford too many. We only get 5 subs, which is ridiculous for a preseason game. And we did beat Sheffield Wednesday 2-0. Very nice. Only 1 sub. Come on, guys. But that'll definitely do. 2-0. Good start. Hopefully 2 draws. The next one will set us through. Hopefully. Okay, so let's take a look at the office here. Yes, disappointed not to start. We'll advance just a little bit and see if anything comes in on Foyth. Is he going to show up in? There he is. Alright, perfect. So let's take a look at Foyth and see what he looks like. I didn't actually scout him, but that's no problem. Here he is, 70 overall. Perfect. Play with Cooper and Clark. So, very nice. Got ourselves a nice center back. We have 5 center backs now. If we're going to play 3 at the back, in some cases 5 center back is a nice number to have. And that 5th one being in Bulu, so just a young kid. He doesn't need to play too much, if at all, which would be a decent place to keep ourselves in. So, alright, so let's look at the transfer budget real quick because we did lose some of the money. There we go. And perfect. So let's take a look at the squad before we move on to see where I want to go here. I really would like a left winger. Sessegnon would be perfect right now. But I do need a midfielder as well. Alright, we're going to look at Sessegnon. We're going to go back in. We get a week, and then we can go back in. I'll probably go back in after the Dynamo game. Alright, he's not going anywhere now. He has to stay. Alright, so let's sim our Getafe game. Come on. Oh, we beat them. Hutchinson got sent off, and we scored with 10 men. Very nice, very nice. So we're off into the second round, it looks like. That'll definitely do. Transfer offer for Jed. 3 million. £16,000 a week he's on. I'm really gonna hold off on that. I want to think about that, but I don't know. I really feel the need to accept it. We've got a right winger. Jed Wallace doesn't really play too often. He's not going anywhere. You know what? We're gonna go in and negotiate this a little bit and see if we can get just a tad bit more. 3.2 million is a decent price. What about 4? Okay, well, I'm just gonna go along with it. So we'll get 3.2 million in and a nice wage packet. This pretty much, the wage packet's pretty much paying for Foyth, and then hopefully the extra cash will help Sessegnon get in the door, and we are off. Look at that, 4 points ahead with 1 game to go. Oops, nope, we're not playing that. Transfer offer for Aiden O'Brien. I'm not sure about that either. Okay, let's see. We don't need, it doesn't matter. We just don't want any injuries. And we didn't get any, but we did get 9 points out of that group. I didn't think we'd get 9 points, to be fair, but we did. And we're playing Sporting in the semi-final. So let's jump forward. Hopefully, we can move on to the final. We do want the extra money. Gregory goes nowhere. Another 1.1 million in the bank. Very nice. Transfer offer for Aiden O'Brien. Not right now. Okay, so let's take a look. Oh, he hasn't left yet. Once Jed Wallace leaves, we'll take a look at what we're looking at. We'll move forward, though. Hopefully we can beat Sporting and move forward into the final. Meredith goes... Oh, you know what? No. We did want Meredith. We did want Meredith to go. Because we do have Tofolo and Cucurella to come back from injury before the season starts. So we're going to delegate this. Wait, hold on. How much did they offer? 570, so don't take less than 570, yeah. And we'll go up to 730,000. So we'll try that out. James Meredith was the left back who I think we decided to get rid of at the end of last year because we got Tofolo back in and he was doing well, so we'll see. He's been... Who's this? James Brown. We're just going to accept this one. A right back, 57 overall. Probably not going to get anywhere near the team. So I'm just going to let James Brown go. So off he goes. Friend Onyedima goes nowhere. Alright, so let's simulate this game. Hopefully we move off into the final. Alright, we do. Yandanda and Onyedima score. 2 for Yandanda. 3-1 over Sporting. And we're off into the final. Very, very nice. And we get Dynamo, which I'm probably just going to end up simming because we killed Dynamo last time. Gerling goes nowhere. Cucurella is back. Excellent. He's back for the season. We're not going to play him in this, but he is back. Jed Wallace is out of here. 610 for Meredith. Very nice. Tournament prize money as well. So we're going to sim this Dynamo game. And then we're going to take a look at our budget. Hopefully we win this game and get some extra money in the bank. And then we're in a really nice spot. Actually, a lot better spot than I thought we'd be in going into this. And then we're going to go back in for Sessignon. Ah, we lost 1-0. Yeah, should have played it. That's a shame. No injuries, though. We went through the preseason, did well. Did better than I thought we would, to be fair. And that's alright. His transfer talks have broken down. Alright, so let's take a look at where we are. We're going to get a little bit more money. Transfer budget at 9.95 million now. Oh, no. Alright, so we got a decent amount in. We'll wait until Meredith's money comes in, and then we're going to go off. Wow. And then we're going to go off and transfer. Romeo goes nowhere. Scout report on Kearney. Alright, these are all scout reports. I would like... I would definitely like Meredith's money to come in. It's just his wages, really. It's the wages that are really nice at this point. Okay, actually, let's look at Sessignon real quick. 74 overall. He's valued at 9 million. Ugh. He's gone flying up in overall, hasn't he? Oh, Sessignon. £24,000 in wage, too. I don't think we're going to end up going for Sessignon. I think that's a bit too expensive for what we have. I would like to see Trent, though. He's gone way up as well. That 1 year we were off and we didn't pick him up put him a little bit out of our reach, which is really unfortunate, but it is what it is. So we've got 9 million to spend, though. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at our transfer hub, because I would like a midfielder. Marino, Gruich would be good. But they're very expensive as well. Abraham, Danny Ings, Foden. Foden can play midfield. Kearney, 11 million. Alright, so let's try Phil Foden. Foden can play attacking midfield where Danda plays, where we have no backup. But he can also play in regular midfield as well. So he's valued at 4.3. We're going to try and start with 4. Alright. Okay, so that I can take 4 million, and hopefully Foden will show up. So let's negotiate. I don't know what his wages on. Oh, he's on way up there in wages, isn't he? 32,000. That's what he gets for being at City, I suppose, though. So let's take a look at the budget. Move that up to 40-ish. We have plenty of money still to afford it. Alright, so that's really nice. That's a good signing for Phil Foden. I thought I was going to hopefully try and bring him in on loan, but it seems that good old Phil can join permanently, which is much better. Important squad role you can have. 5 years you can definitely have. Disregard release clause, none of that. Perfect. And his current wage is 32, so I'm gonna offer, that is million. Where are we going? We're gonna offer 33. Signing bonus of 200k. What about that? Okay. Alright, so we'll counter. He only wants 29, but we'll remove a bonus and do the signing bonus in itself. Okay, and then he wants another £1,000 a week. I can do that. Can definitely do that. In comes Phil Foden into the fold. A very nice signing. Let's take a look at the squad after that. So down we go. Here's Foden. He can play anywhere. We can take Girling out. And Cucurella is back. So if we put, for now, we can put Foden in and Yandanda out left. And then Cucurella's back, which I absolutely love. Meredith is leaving. O'Brien cannot leave right now. We do need wingers. I would like another winger. So we do have our midfielder that we wanted. We got a center back that we wanted. We have 2 at right back, 5 at center back, 2 at left back. Midfield, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 4 in midfield. I would like eventually like another midfielder. Yandanda can play here, of course, and then move back. So we do have 4 for that spot. We have 1 for this spot. We're good at striker. So all we have left to go get is a winger. So okay, so I think we're gonna hold off. We're 19 minutes in, so yes, we're gonna hold off until the next episode. But in the next episode we'll go ahead and attempt to get ourselves another winger in, a left winger preferably. We're gonna train Rossi twice for this season coming forward. Last season I did a whole year through. I think this season we're going to do the same thing. I'll get him Foden. And Danda's coming along nicely. I'm okay with where he is. Foden I would like to get way up there quickly. Cucurella doesn't need it. Clark I can do 1 for. And then Romeo, perhaps. I can do Yandanda as well, or Onyedema, or Foyth. I don't want to move Foyth. We'll do Romeo. We'll let Romeo have a go. Alright, so this is probably what we're going to do training-wise, but we're going to hold off to the next episode. I'm going to look for some wingers I would like. Jesus, that's awful. I'm going to look for some wingers I like, see if we can bring one of them in. We'll take a look at the transfers as of right now. Here we are, 3.9 million and 15k wage budget. So we're gonna do these the wingers and then move them in, and and hopefully bring one in. But for now, guys, that's going to be the end of this episode. Next episode, hopefully we'll get the winger in and then start the season off and get some games under our belt. But that's it for now, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more. And peace.